Now we move on to the second objective of the lesson, that is area between curves with y as variable. Now if you look over here, what is the difference? In the last problems, until last video, we solved many problems. Imagine this is the function, these are the two functions. Area between them, we easily found out by the formula, upper function minus lower function, but it was given as y equals f of x and y equals g of x. But now look over here. We are finding the area between them, but it is x equals f of y and x equals g of y. The variable, the changing part is y over here. So this is the function. I would ask you to pause the video and think about the formula which we will use now. You can try pausing the video now. I will continue. I hope some of you at least thought about a formula. The integral, the area between them, same like the previous one. Which would be the first function is the right side function. That's it. So now you can see the area between the two curves, x is equal to f of y and x is equal to g of y. For the limit must be given. C to d over here is from integral, definite integral c to d, f of y minus g of y. It is the right function minus the left function. That's it. Okay, so over here, I'm sorry, this must be c to d, and this is again c to d. It depends, it just depends, the values will be given. Lower limit, if we have say limit from minus 2 to 5, minus 2 will be over here and 5 will be up above. They're the definite integrals. Let's solve some problems based on this. The area of the region bounded by the function of y. See, this is done in the previous video. If you pause and go back to the last video in continuity, the previous one to this video, you can see we solved the same problem. And see, look, we had sketched the graph and everything, the same thing, the same graph. But now we will solve it with respect to y. Why do we do this? Look carefully. If we consider with respect to y, we have a right function and a left function. We don't need to write a big interval and again plus definite integral. No need of two. Why? Because this is the right function and this is the left function. That is it. Easily we can solve it up. Don't you agree? But if you're doing with respect to x, then you need to cut it over here because this one is first area, this is second area. The functions are different. But if you see like this, now see over here, the upper right function, left function. So this is why we use it. Now, if in case this was something like this, then it's fine. Upper function minus lower function, okay? But now it's not the case. It's a little different case. So we have to first rearrange these given functions. Y equals x square, right? Everything rearrange and get it in terms of what? X. So over here, you are not using this. Why? Because we are just using in terms of y as the function. So x is equal to square root y. How do you do this? Take square root on both the sides. That's it. And over here, just take this x to the other side, make it positive, and y to the other side. It becomes 2 minus y. How do you find the points of intersection? It's the same thing. Just equate these two terms. Now, x and x is equal. So it'll be square root y equals 2 minus y. Now you can solve this by quadratic equation, square both the sides, or will be y equals 2 minus y square. Now how do I get this? Is very simple. It is a minus b the whole square formula. I hope you remember this. It is a square minus 2 times ab plus b square. So now over here we have a as 2 and b as y. So a square, that is 4, 2 square is 4, minus 2 into 2 is 4 into y, 4y. Okay, 2 into 2 into y, that is 4y, plus b square, that is y square. And left side we have y, take this y to the other side, it becomes minus y, minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5y. Now put this in calculator and you'll get the answers. We have done similar problem before. Here, important thing, what is the limit? The limit over here, see, this is the function, right? From Now this from year to year, the I mean definite integral is from year to year, but can you consider this 4? Y is equal to 1. Okay, this is the point of intersection. But what can you consider above this? No, because this will exceed, right? It goes up. So you disregard that point. You only consider the point 1 up till 1. And because y4 is beyond the limit, that's the reason. Okay. Now, the step 4 will be substituting the limit in the formula and solving. We know it can be taken as A, D, B, D, anything, it's fine. Just that you should know what it means. The lower limit over here is 0. See, this is the base 0. This is starts at 0. Where does it end? At 1. This is the point. So 0 to 1. And what are the functions? The right side function is 2 minus y minus square root y. Put it in the calculator and directly you'll get the answer. And now you can check the answer with the previous video. It's the same answer. So that is the thing. One thing to remember when it is y variable, the limits from year to year. Okay, this is the limit. When it was x, remember it was like this in the last problem, but we had to split it because it's two separate functions, 0 to 1 and 1 to 2. So this is how we can easily solve it. We will do one more problem where we have it. There are two graphs, and now we need to understand the basics of the graph. Y square is a upward parabola, minus y means downward parabola. So when you sketch the graph, it will be something like this. Oh, I'm very sorry. I told upward and downward. It would have been upward and downward if it was y is equal to x square and y is equal to minus x square. But this is about x is equal to y square. Sorry. Now the variable is the y. So what happens? Here you must remember whenever it's positive, it opens to the right side. Okay, whenever it is positive, it opens to the right side. Whenever it's minus is there, it will be opening to the left side. That's it. So now this is how you understand. And now if you equate, you do not even need this graph because you know it's going to touch at these 2 points. So equate them, find these 2 points and use the limit. So what you do is, this is just for understanding. Now which is the right graph? That is 2 minus y squared. Left graph is y squared. Points of intersection, equate these both. Y square equals 2 minus y square. Take the y square to the other side. It will be y square plus y square. 2y square equals 2. Y square is plus or minus 1. You can easily solve, divide both the sides by 2 and you'll get y equals plus and minus 1. So this is minus 1. This is plus 1. Now substitute this in the formula and solve. How do we do that? Over here the limits 1 minus 1 to 1. Sorry, see, remember it's minus 1 to 1, and the right side function is 2 minus y square minus the left function is y square. Put it in calculator. That's it. You will get the answer. So this is how you can solve, and that is basically the end of this lesson. So there are only two this same type of problems, but there are two topics. One is with x as the variable, and next one was y as the variable. I hope you have understood it. Please go back to the videos, watch it again if you have doubts or if you have not understood it. If you have any other doubts, even after watching, just do write them in the comment and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. All the best, guys.